everyone. I'm Estela Casas, creative brand strategist for the Viva Auto Group family of dealerships. Thanks for listening to the VivaStyle Podcast, where we have interesting conversations about the automotive industry that provides hundreds of jobs in the borderland. Let's talk VivaStyle. Well, what a downpour we had on the west side. It's just great to have this change of weather. You know, this is a sun city, but it's nice to have a cloudy city once in a while. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today on the VivaStyle Podcast. We have Kandolite Carson with us, and she's going to She's here with us to talk about the Eagle in the Sun Triathlon coming up on August 28th. How exciting. But you know what? Before we get started on this, talking about Eagle in the Sun, tell me about your day. This was an eventful day for you today.
It was. Well, we've been talking about this. You know, a lot of our triathletes have to juggle this role as mothers. And we've talked about this, you know, being a working mom and running to drop off your kiddos, many parents preparing for back to school. And this is my first year preparing for pre-K3. My little one was not having it this morning.
It happens.
Oh, those rush of emotions. Yes. And the gloomy weather doesn't help. You want to stay in and cuddle and hang out with them, but it's just part of those growing pains and the COVID catch-up year that I call it, where a lot is going back to norm.
Right.
People are back to work full time. The kiddos are back in school. August is a very busy time for families.
So are you okay?
I think I'm going to be okay. You gave me some good mom tips, so I think I'm trying. Everybody's trying to coach me through all this, as well as my husband. We're both like, what are we going to do on Monday? He cries. How are we going to leave him?
Yes, you're going to leave him because they have to, you know, man up. So my son is starting a college on Monday. He's already up there in Missouri, Rolla, Missouri, and he's doing all kinds of preparation for the week for Monday when he starts. So
like
it's
freshman 101.
Freshman 101. So it's, you know, it's hard.
Yes,
it's hard for all
dropping 'em
parents.
off.
It's hard dropping them off. It's hard going through the process, and it's hard for the kids. You know, they when they're in high school, they feel a little protected. When they're at home, they feel protected, and then they go out in the big wide world, and it's hard, and it's hard for everybody.
changer.
So
Yes.
you know, it is a game changer. But we wish you all best of luck on this new school year, and best of luck, and give it your best. And you know, if anything is going on in your life that you don't like very much, this will pass.
Definitely. And educators, I mean, they're so special, especially those working with little ones. They've really, the director of the school my son's going to literally was like, it's more coaching and counseling parents than it is the children. The children are fine.
They're good.
They have their emotions. They turn it on and off. And it's the parents that we're coaching. And I'm like, help me. And it's true. And then as grandparents, my mom says, you know, I'm 35. She still worries about me. You know,
of course.
It just continues. But it's an exciting time too. And that's why it's so exciting for those who are going to be taking on Eagle in the Sun and other personal events, because it's not easy to fit in that personal time to work out and run. Even I have to like pre-schedule so much ahead to not have an excuse to not go work out.
So, you know, this triathlon, the Eagle in the Sun Triathlon, everybody thinks, gosh, I can't do that like myself. It's 12 miles biking, it's 5K running, and 400 meters of swimming. We have a team. We have a team here of 3. It's a relay.
Awesome.
Jimmy's doing 12 miles on the bike.
Okay.
Charles Napier is doing 400 meters in the water.
Okay.
And Steve Anderson is doing the 5K. So the average age is like 67 and a half. So I'm sure, you know, they're all athletes, so I'm sure they're going to come in first place. But we also have some individuals who are going to be doing it all three phases and take it on. But, you know, it's just the ability and the desire to participate in something like this. It's scary.
It can be, but I've noticed that what we've noticed in triathlon, especially as we introduced it here to the area, you know, almost 12 years ago, this year, Race El Paso celebrates the 12-year anniversary of Eagle in the Sun. And we were talking about this. Our race director, her mission after she got introduced to triathlon was to bring this sport here to El Paso in our area because it wasn't available. So how do you know about it if you don't see someone do it or you're not seeing it in your community, right? Well, now what we've noticed is that our average age is in those upper 40s, 50s, and our oldest athlete up to date for this year was 79.
Wow.
Okay. And this gentleman,
what an example.
This gentleman
you know?
was amazing. And it's really just about that personal testament. It's not about that one-time race. It's that you're doing these healthy habits, that you are running that camaraderie, like the relay team. Our sponsors have the opportunity to build teams. And then you realize when you send that invitation out, oh my gosh, there's these athletes or people who do work out or people who want a new challenge. And it gives them that opportunity to train for this event and take it on together. So when someone's like, you can do it, girl. Come on, Estela, I've been telling you, let's go do it together.
She's been telling me for a long time.
Or the relay teams are like, hey, us three, we're going to do it. You just do one portion and it's so much fun. It's great to see.
And you mentioned camaraderie. You mentioned camaraderie. So you can build a community around that as well. You also mentioned just staying healthy.
Yes.
Nutrition. So, it's like, what am I drinking today? It's important. I was going to put this away, but I thought, you know what? We need to talk about this thing too. This is a fat burner, but it has kale and spinach and pineapple and all those things that are healthier for you. So you have to be healthy, not just with exercise, but also what you put in your
hydrating.
body.
It's that conscious daily effort we don't always do,
It's
especially when
work.
you're on the run. Like me, I'll be like, oh, my son needs spinach. He's not eating enough. And then I'm like, I just ate his leftovers. I'm over here worried about his intake and we forget our own. Or as you get older, your body changes, your metabolism, what you need. We've seen after COVID, a lot more people have put a conscious effort into nutrition,
Absolutely.
but now inflation. So in our area where, the income is all over the place and a lot of it is below median income, it's hard to eat healthy sometimes.
But
you can
it
make
costs
those
more money. It's more expensive.
It can be. So you make those conscious choices too with portions, with hydration. Most of us do not hydrate enough. So the weather right now is cool. It's beautiful. This is perfect training weather.
Yes.
The reality is Eagle in the Sun's going to be hot. You have to hydrate before, but most people who aren't athletes or don't, I've had a lot of people say, I don't like water. I don't like the taste of water. I'm like, add
Just
some
add a
lemon.
little something.
Do a flavored water.
Right.
Do a fizzy water, whatever. But we need water. You need at least 8 cups of water a day.
I'm sure you've heard this, that some people eat to live and some people live to eat.
Yes.
So we have to be more conscious about what we eat. I think smaller portions are important and having, several meals a day, but that are very small. And you have to be more conscious about your nutrition.
Yes.
And your fat intake and your carb intake and your fruits and vegetables.
And it doesn't have to be complicated. Also, I see a lot of people and we see this, and that's why we're very conscious with the education that we shared through Race El Paso. We don't want you to come and say that you're punishing your body to do these events and what have you. This is a goal for you to reach and to celebrate your body. And if we can give you that goal and you typically want to train 2 to 3 months out if you're doing the full race yourself. If you're doing a relay and you're a runner, you just join on as the runner.
Right.
If you bike avid, you just join and do it together and you just celebrate that community all together, which we've built a large community with Mighty Mujer Triathlon. But what's important to note is it just takes small steps. And sometimes you can ask somebody, but we don't want it to be a fad. We want it to be habits. I'm an emotional eater. I genuinely am. I run to eat carbs. I love pasta. I have a little Italian in me. And obviously I'm a Latina. So when I go to my best friend's house or my tias and they're like, mija, ¿quieres mole? ¿Quieres tortillas?
Sí quiero mole.
And you don't even ask. You want a second serving? Yes, give it to me because I don't make this at home,
Right.
But you are allowed to enjoy it too. You shouldn't have to work out to punish yourself. If you're doing daily things,
It's a gift. It should be a gift that you're giving
those
yourself.
meals. You should be able to enjoy it. But when you overindulge, when you're binge eating because you didn't eat breakfast, because you didn't, give yourself the nutrition you needed all day, your body's like, what's happening?
It's all about planning.
It is.
It's all
It can
about
be.
planning because you have to meal prep. So I like to meal prep too. And I have these small containers where I know it's a portion control and you meal prep on Sundays and you're ready for the work week.
And then
So
it makes it easy when you eat out. You know what your body, responds to and what it doesn't. Just like with training, some people are morning workout people. Some people are evening. Some people can go sweat out in lunch and then come back to work.
Oh, that then it comes back smelly. Just spray on something so you won't come back smelly. But you know what? It's all about creating those behaviors and those changes in your body, in your mind, in everything to make you just a better person overall. And be able to control stress and muscle memory and all of that.
Yeah, and it works.
A soaking bath is relaxing, but the ocean breeze is closer than you think. Escaping the heat in the mountains is too, if you're in the right vehicle. Don't dream it, live it. Vacation in a new Viva vehicle. Gather the family for a well-deserved adventure in a Viva vehicle.
Hey, that's my spot.
What's your Viva style? It's what you want it to be. Come see Viva in El Paso and Las Cruces.
And I've
It
had
does.
people who've literally never done a triathlon, and they've come out and they trained with their girlfriends and they did it. Like 2 of my aunts, I have to give a shout out to them, my Aunt Jinjin and my Aunt Allison. They both are phenomenal career women. I learned about Mighty Mujer through them years ago, even before I was in the news, because they were doing it with their girlfriends in their late 40s and 50s. And those women cycle and do a little bit more than I do now in my early 30s, you know, but it's also that time of life if you have young children, but you can always squeeze in activity. Activity isn't always just going for a run or going to do weights. It's going to the park and walking around with your spouse or your children, going on the bike with them on the scooters. There's so many ways that you can still be active at least 30 minutes a day. And then you grow that. And then you join one of our
45
events.
and an hour.
You book one of our events and you say, I'm going to go do it. So I have no choice but to try and train every day.
So tell me a little bit more about Eagle in the Sun. Can people still sign up? I've been going through your website. And you can just still sign up even a week before?
Oh, yes, up to the week before. So right now we have over 350 athletes signed up. They're ready to go. Shout out to you guys who made that commitment. And we have a lot of our veterans. We have a lot of beginners alike. We have about 20 to 30% who travel from out of town, from the New Mexico, Arizona, Central Texas. And you have the opportunity to still create a relay. I also want to mention, you know, there's different options. You can just do aqua bike. You can swim and bike. You don't want to swim. You can just do bike run. Maybe you're not even there to cycle, or maybe you have an injury. You can even just we have a 5K run option. And then the 2-person relay, the 3-person relay. Hey, you don't want to participate at all, but you want to check it out?
Just wave.
Come volunteer. Yeah, come volunteer.
Or
walk
cheer on everybody, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The race is going to be Sunday at Escalante Park.
Yes.
Again, it's our 12-year anniversary. It starts at 7 a.m. We'll be having packet pickup Friday and Saturday. Leading up to the race, we've had clinics. So if you're new to it and maybe you want to jump in on another race, we have Flying Horse Half Marathon coming up for our runners. That's going to be November 5th at Sunland Park.
And it's going to be cooler.
Yes, it'll be nice, fall weather. And we have a large running community. So we're excited to bring that race back. It's another one of our staple events. But, you know, for women, we have Mighty Mujer again. We did try the 915 on the east side. So you can check out our beginner race clinics that help you get prepared. We also have local coaches that we can refer you to. If you know a friend who's done it, just ask them for help. But you can still sign up until next week, and we'd love to have you. It's going to be a great race day.
I'll be there cheering everybody on.
Hey, Estela, come on. This is your second time, and you said, I'm going to think about it.
I know. But you know what? I did 7 miles on the Peloton today.
Well, that's awesome.
So in 30
I'm
minutes.
Add you on there. I'm under hashtag Peloton moms, but I'm going to change it to, it was like Peloton for pasta. I'm going to change it to that one.
I'm spicy Latina ELP.
Okay. I love it.
You know, it's all about having fun and
definitely.
just changing your mindset to be healthier so you can live longer. You know, there's no guarantee you can drop dead, you know, racing or running or whatever. But if you make a real conscious effort to make changes in your eating habits, in your exercise, in the way you think, in mindfulness, your positivity, it's all a package. And you're right when you mentioned about COVID and how this has been a real a game changer for everyone. So this is an opportunity to join that wave and ride that wave. But as you're riding that wave, you will also change yourself.
You do. And, you know, we noticed that, you know, our company had to double down during COVID. What are we going to do? We can't do live racing, but also our mission has been to help the community with health and fitness and giving them those goals, making access to the sport, but also focusing on women and women empowerment. There's been so many areas that our company focuses on as Race El Paso. We went virtual and those same numbers came out. So, you know, new and veterans joined their virtual races to still keep that goal. We actually saw that cycle bikes were sold out up until this year. Even now, there's still been a shortage
It's hard to
of
find bikes. Yes.
There have been people who are in running groups, on online forums, new people entering the realm because they said, you know what, I'm at home. I'm going to run before work. I don't have that commute anymore. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So now I think what we've been seeing is people are trying to find that balance again. Because I feel like, oh my gosh.
You got to keep moving.
Yes, Caden's in school. My husband's a fireman. They work out at the station. Sometimes we flip-flop where he wakes up early and goes. Sometimes I want to snooze because I'm like, my body needs sleep more than that 30-minute run. But you really don't ever regret just having that activity. And I have other friends who are in the same, you know, spot in life with me with little ones, and we hold each other accountable. Hey, are you on Peloton today? Hey, did you run today? Hey, does anyone have recipes that we can do? We're trying to eat cleaner. And so
Mole.
it's just,
I have a mole recipe.
Hey, it's carb free, okay? okay? If you don't eat it with tostadas and tortillas, there's healthy Mexican food.
Well, but it has some sugar. I can tell you that. The chocolate.
That's good. Well, I try to do lettuce tacos, and my husband's like, "Come on!" But I'm like, "It's still crunchy. It's still not a taco."
I like those lettuce wraps.
Yes,
and you also help raise some money as well.
Yes,
tell me about that.
So we do have for this particular race, it helps to fund some local scholarships. For Mighty Mujer, we always partner with the Center Against Family Violence. Flying Horse Half Marathon coming up. We actually have an opportunity for nonprofits to apply as a partner. You come out race day, you bring volunteers, and you encourage people who are signing up to give a donation on top of their registration. So it's a huge opportunity. Flying Horse Half Marathon normally sees upwards of 800 to 900 runners.
That's fantastic.
It's a great opportunity for runners who are training for the full marathon in February, because this is the only half. There is not another half. There are a lot of 5Ks and a lot of 5Ks for nonprofits.
We're having
like
a 5K,
yours that's coming
October
up.
1st.
Yes, and so 5Ks are great, but for runners who are going to go that longer distance,
they're more serious.
yes,
absolutely.
we have the
absolutely.
10K and the half. So on top of that, you can do the workplace race. So Viva can build another team.
And
You
yes.
encourage your coworkers, our man behind the camera, anyone. Hey, we're going to do a 5K as a team. Hey, who wants to do the 10K? Hey, who wants to do the half? And you have plenty of time to get it going.
November.
Estela, we're going to do it.
November. Okay. Well, maybe
November
maybe.
5th.
No, I'm going to be too busy planning my own. So, anything you'd like to add, Kandolite?
We're just so excited. We're so excited to partner with you. Obviously, you're a queen. I love you so much as a news colleague and just a mentor and someone
Likewise.
in the community. And it's just so important to continue these conversations about health. Race El Paso is very proud to provide these events so that people have something to come out to,
Sure.
to own their body, to celebrate those goals, and just have that togetherness, And like we've talked about, the variety of age group is huge. Athletes can start at the age of 12. So we have families who come out with their teens. I mean, I never heard about triathlon in high school or even 6th grade, so that's big. And then we have our athletes, our oldest athlete so far has been this year, 79.
Wow. What an example.
So
What
you
an
can do
example.
it. And we know you can do it. If you have questions, you're not sure, you're nervous, I promise that we can help guide you from literally the start to finish.
The website?
It is raceelpaso.com.
Okay. August 28th at Ascarate Park is the triathlon, Eagle in the Sun Triathlon. Thank you so much, Kandolite, for coming in.
We're so excited. We'll see you guys there.
We'll see you there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thanks for joining us today. Remember to like and share our page, and you may be able to win a $50 gift card. See you next time. Have a great weekend. We'd like to hear what you think about today's conversation. Go to the Viva Auto Group Facebook page and like us. If you're in the market for a new or pre-owned car or truck, we invite you to choose a Viva vehicle. 400-meter swim, 12-mile bike ride, and 5K run. That's the Eagle in the Sun Triathlon. The Viva Auto Group is a proud sponsor of this year's triathlon at Ascarate Park on August 28th. Viva is showing its commitment to improving the health of our community by being an example and encouraging others to stay active and competitive. The Viva team will be out in full force that morning, participating and cheering on all of the super swimmers in the pool, the super cyclists on the bike, and the super runners pounding the pavement to the finish line. So stop by and say hello. We'll be near the finish line to show our support, give you a high five, and show you some Viva vehicles. The Ducks will be here, so see you here. Bring the family on Sunday, August 28th at 7 o'clock in the morning for the 2022 Eagle in the Sun Triathlon.